Hello everyone. In the last video we have had a look on this if condition and how it works, and we have even seen the demonstration of this scenario, right? So we have fixed a value to x and made this if condition to be true, and we made it happen, right? Made the code that is within the two curly braces, we make the code to be implemented, right? So the only thing is this code is not dynamic, right? Because we have already fixed the x value here by programmatically we have given the value, right? X is 6, so this is always true. So what if we what if we do something so that the value can be changeable? Okay, the x value can be changing so that this if condition can be true sometimes and can be false sometimes. That means by changing the input we can make it true or false. Okay, let's say we are getting an input from a sensor, and then we assign the input to here, right, to evaluate. Then what will happen? Then if the input is more than a particular value, this will be true, and if the input is, let's say less than a particular value, this will be false. Okay, get it? So I mean, if we have this operator, right, this greater than operator, that will be the way it is, right? So what we will try to do is we will have this analog, we will take that analog read scenario, analog input scenario, and what we will do is we will read a value, okay, the analog value, maybe using a preset, the variable resistor that I have taught you, okay, because when you are rotating it, the value will change. Okay, then what we will do is, if the analog value is more than a particular value, let's say more than 511, we will switch on an LED. Okay, otherwise we don't. Okay, so we will try something like that so that we can manually, what we can do, change the value to make it true or false. I mean, if you increase it more than 512, this will become true. If you decrease the preset, okay, variable resistor, by rotating the other way around, it will become false. So you mean from an external input, this if conditions check will be true and false. Okay, so when it is true, it will be implemented. When it is not true, this content will not be implemented, right? That means everything within that two curly braces will be skipped. Okay, so that's fine, guys. So what I am trying to do is I'm going to have a variable resistor or analog input, okay, and if the analog input is more than 512 or let's say 511, we switch on an LED. Okay, that's a scenario. Okay, otherwise we don't. Okay, so I don't write that part. Only what we need is, if it is more than 511, we will switch on. Okay, so before that, when it is not more than 511, we will not switch it on, right? Cool. Okay, so what I will do is I will remove the x6 to be here, because I am going to assign the analog input value to x. Okay, guys, so I think you can remember, since we have studied the analog input again and again, you can remember what we are supposed to, or what we are going to do now, right? So I am going to use A0 here. So I will say pin mode, okay, A0 input. Okay, then I will read the value and assign to x here in the void loop. Okay, and then I will evaluate the x here. Understood? So I will say x is equal to, because I have declared the x already, so I just have to assign the value to x, right? X is equal to, what is the keyword? Analog read A0. Okay, that's all I was supposed to do, because LED part we have already written, right? And we have to change the value to 511, right? Because our task is 511. Okay, around half. So what I will do is I will say, okay, if x is greater than 511, please switch on the LED, right? That's a task. Okay, I will change it as 511. Okay, so when it is more than 511, yeah, we will switch on the LED. Otherwise, we don't. Okay. Okay, let's you can just I will just verify it. So what you can do is you can just upload it to your Arduino, so you can connect to the your preset or variable resistor that I have taught, the input to A0, and one side to +5 and one side to ground, right? You know how to do it because I have explained it in the previous videos. Then what you should do is you have to mention this code here, and you have taken LED and connect it to the pin number 7 with the 330 ohm resistor. That is all you have to do, right? Once you are done, because I have separately told you those things, once you are done, you have to upload the code to Arduino. That's all you are supposed to do. And another thing I forgot to tell you, so just to make sure the value is more than 511, we will also serial print the value. Okay, we will print the value and see. Okay, so I will write serial dot begin, then only you can verify it, right? Otherwise you cannot write 9600 and I will do the serial println immediately after when we are reading the value, right? Then we will get into the if condition. Okay, so serial dot println x. Okay, so every time this is being read and serial value will be printed, so that you can compare the value with the output. You understand what I'm telling? Okay, then the if condition will check. So you don't need to worry, because this will run very fast, okay, from one line to another line. So you don't have to worry about having more lines in between the x and the if condition. Okay, you don't have to even worry about that. Okay, so you just have to upload this. So I have verified, so compiling is successful. So I'll copy the code. I'm going to use a simulation environment as usual, but I want you to do the real Arduino, right? So this is for understanding purposes. Okay, so anyway, I have created a scenario here. I mean, what is the thing that is saying? Okay, I have created a circuit here in this Tinkercad. So where this side terminal, this is the potentiometer I have told you about. So where this side is, or if you are in confusion, okay, if you don't understand how a real potentiometer looks like, what you can do is I will open something. So it will look like this, right? You know this, right? Okay, it have other pictures also. There are different versions of the potentiometers as well. So this is one version of it. Okay, or preset or variable resistor, you can use any word you want, right? So you can use this, or somewhat similar things are also there. They are also potentiometers, you can use them. Okay, so this is a symbol of the potentiometer or variable resistor that can change its variable, right? I mean voltage, okay, or analog value. Okay, so you know the terminal 1 is going to ground and terminal 2 is going to +5. Okay, so as I explained, if I am rotating clockwise this circuit, okay, this variable resistor, analog value will be increasing, voltage will be increasing, because the highest that means highest voltage 5 voltage is in this side, and lowest voltage is in this side. So if I rotate this way, it will increase. If I rotate this way, it will decrease. Okay, so I have explained you these things so many times, so I am not repeating it. I am just going to upload the code. Before that, I will tell you, okay, I have connected the LED to pin number 7 as well. Okay, so circuit is amazing, right? Cool. So I got the code. So what I will do is I will try to upload it. Okay, I'll quickly upload it. Okay, so it is going to A0. So we are using A0. So that's also fine. Okay, I will open the serial monitor. There's a small problem, right? I have to bring my component a little bit here. Okay, I will bring the LED here, so that you can have a look. Okay, now nothing is affected, right? LED is here, right? Okay, I will bring it here. Okay, that's fine. Nice, right? So I will start the simulation and let's see what happens. Okay, so now the serial monitor is 0 because it is in the lowest most point, the potentiometer, that is 0, right? So I will try to increase it slowly. Now it is 102. LED is not on yet. Okay, now it is 409. LED is not on yet. Now it is passing 512. Okay, wait. Okay, 552. Okay, so the value is getting a little delay to be updated, but still, if you have 552, LED is on. You have seen that, right? So you can increase it as much as you want. LED is on because we have given the 511 as the unit. Okay, so you can notice it is working fine, right? See, it's totally cool, right? Our logic is working with the real world input, right? So what I want to do is, earlier when it was less than 511, LED was not on, right? Now I will revert it back. I will bring it back less than 511 and see whether the LED is going off or not, right? So now it is 327. LED is not going off. So it looks like there's a bug in our code. Do we have a bug? We don't know. Okay, so I will explain that in the next video, what we should do for these guys. Okay guys, until then, have a great day ahead. Please follow up in the next video, guys.